Today, we're gonna compare the hardest things that a human can learn. By the way, this video is by Watch Data. It'll be the first link in the description. Make sure to go watch it if you haven't already. Starting off with tying a tie. Now, I'm not gonna lie here. I don't even know how to tie a tie. I've never really had to. I mean, with a tutorial, I could do it, but apparently 95% of learners were successful. So yeah, maybe I gotta learn that at some point. Then we have knitting, which 92% of people actually succeed at it. And then we have poker. This is actually one thing that I love playing. Poker is so fun. I play with my friends all the time. Next is a somersault on the ground. 87% of people can do either a forward or sideways somersault. I don't even know if I could do a somersault. I could try a cartwheel. I'm not going to right now. You're not watching that. Next, we have riding a bike. 85% of people who try actually learn how to do it. And then riding a motorbike is pretty much the same as riding a bike. I would not have guessed that. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like riding a motorbike was way harder. Next up, we have golf. I am horrible at golf, but I've learned over time, so it took me a while. And then playing chess. I feel like playing chess is like, you can't really learn it. You kind of just put pieces on a board. Now, being good at chess is a very different thing because it's so hard to be good at chess. There's so many different things you can do, and I'm not very good at chess. Unfortunately, I've never learned. I know the basics, but that's it. Running a 5K. Okay, only 60% of people who attempt actually are able to run that. And then dancing. There's a lot of bad dancers out there. Only 50% of people that try can actually do it. It takes good coordination skills. Yeah, that's something I don't have. Touching your toes with straight legs. I don't even think I could do that either. Only 42% of people who try can do it. And then picking a lock. I feel like locks have gotten way more secure nowadays, and it's really hard to do it. So I can't say I'm one of those 41% of people. Next up is whistling with your fingers. That's hard. Okay, I tried it and I just looked so stupid doing that. If you can do it, then you're a special person because I can't and I've never learned to do it. Then we have origami. One piece of paper can be extremely intimidating. That's not true. I can do origami pretty well. I can make a little paper boat and that's pretty much it. Then we have coding. 31% of people who try it actually learn it. And then beautiful handwriting. You see, this is something I know how to do really well. I've always had good handwriting. So not to say I'm bragging or anything, but yeah. Also, 30% of learners actually succeed. I'm guessing that's like every single kid that goes to school because you write all the time in school. So every single one of those people that write something on a piece of paper is technically an attempt, right? So I'm guessing just 30% of kids at school have good handwriting. Then we have tennis next. Okay, so that's the first sport. I'm guessing which sports are already hard. Yeah, we got twerking on here? Why we got twerking? 25% of people who try twerking actually learn it. Good thing I've learned it back in my day. Solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay, this is something I've never learned. I'm not gonna lie, I never put the time into it, but there are some algorithms you can use. And then we got martial arts. That is like the one thing I want to learn so bad, and I just never got the time to do it. I have to learn to fight. What if someone pulls up on me? Either way, I'm like 7'5", so like nobody would fight me. Speak Mandarin is next. Okay, that's the first language on here. And then skiing. Okay, that was the second sport. Now we're actually getting into the sports of this category. So the more we go on, the harder these sports are gonna get. After skiing, we have surfing. That sounds impossible. I don't know anyone who can actually surf. And wait, Photoshop is harder than surfing? I know how to use Photoshop. I use it all the time. I make my own thumbnails and everything. I'm special. I'm a special person. Okay, after Photoshop is singing well. I can sing pretty well. I've made one song and it has 10 million views, so I think that counts. Playing the guitar. You see, I got a guitar when I was like 10 years old. I learned Mary Had a Little Lamb. Actually, no. I learned Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and like some random other song. They were all on just one chord, so I don't really think I can consider myself a learner of that. Beatboxing. Only 7% of people are successful in that. And then writing with both hands. Okay, is that something you could learn? Can you learn to write with both? I'm guessing you can. I felt like it was more just like a genetic thing. Like you're either right-handed, left-handed, or both. I can't do both. My left hand sucks at writing, but I'm still good with my handwriting on my right. Cartwheel. Okay, so only 6.4% of people can do a cartwheel. I bet you if I took like a year, actually no, not a year. If I took a month and practiced it every day, I would definitely be able to cartwheel. I could even do it in a week. I feel like that's the first thing every gymnast learns. Maybe not. I don't know. I could be in over my head right now. Okay, then we got playing the piano. That's actually really hard. I've never learned to do that. And then the worm dance. 5.6% of people who try the worm dance actually succeed. I could do that. No, I can't. Speak Latin. Okay, 1% of people who try can actually speak Latin. So that's the hardest language we've seen so far. And then 0.7% is a handstand. If you could do a handstand, that's insane. Okay, 0.6% of learners, not a cherry stem with your tongue. Make sure it's a long stem between 1 and 1.5 inches long. So they basically take a cherry, they put it in their mouth, and then it just comes out like a knot that you could just tie. I've seen people do that online. That's insane to me. Shuffle cards with one hand. Yeah, that takes like some crazy mastery. And then scuba diving. Wait, is scuba diving really this hard? 0.09% of learners actually succeed in it. There's no way it's that hard. Really? Lighting a match one-handed. Okay, that's fair. I guess guess that seems hard. And then the splits. Doing the splits is that hard. Really? For some reason, I don't believe this. I feel like every gymnast that really like puts in the time can do the splits at least like a year in, right? If you've been doing a year of gymnastics, there's no way you can't do the splits yet. Anyways, next we have pole dancing. Okay. I was about to say I can pole dance. No, I can't. Don't get that image in your head. Pole vaulting. Okay, that makes sense. That's probably like one of the hardest things here. And then black belt and karate. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure black belt's like the highest level of karate you can get to. You gotta put in hours for that. You definitely gotta like be a master at that point before you can get it. It takes about 3 to 7 years to become a black belt. I could do it in 2. Juggle with knives. Okay, I don't know why you'd ever want to learn this. That's just dangerous and you're gonna have cuts all over your hands. Please don't learn that. And then platform diving. 0.005% of learners. Strong shoulders and triceps are essential, so pull through water at a high speed. Now I can see it. Yeah, that sounds really hard, actually. Free solo climbing. You have no aid of protection in case you fall. And then we got skydiving. It's a lot more of a mental challenge than a physical one. So you're telling me that 0.002% of learners succeed at skydiving. What happens to the 99.998%? Do they die? They attempt skydiving and they literally just splat on the ground? There's no way. Am I reading that wrong? How do that many people fail at... How do you fail at skydiving? I feel like you have to die or like hit the ground to fail at skydiving. Ride a unicycle. Okay, I literally don't know anybody that can ride a unicycle, so I'm just gonna believe that one. And then paint with their mouth. 0.0001% of people can paint with their mouth. I don't know how you do it. First the cherry in the mouth and now painting. How do you do so many things with your mouth? Pause. Talking backwards. 0.00009% of people. Insane. Walk on high wire. Okay, yeah, that's like a type of stuff. And then 0.00004% of people can hit a bullseye while blindfolded. There's no way that's skill-based. That's gotta be like just complete luck. If you're able to just not see anything and you hit straight the middle of a bullseye, you gotta be lucky. There's no way you meant to do that. Next, we're reacting to the highest calorie burning exercises. So first off, these 3. We got sitting, which is the lowest calorie exercise. The heavier you are, the more calories you will burn. So if you're big, sitting actually burns some calories. Then we got standing up next. That's like almost twice sitting, obviously. Maybe I need to stand more when I record these videos. Like I sit in a chair. I should probably stand because this desk goes up. Then we got sit-ups at only 180 calories per hour. For some reason, I thought that sit-ups were gonna burn way more calories than that. Okay, next up, we got walking, which is 210 calories an hour. That's actually getting up there, to be honest. Walking is pretty good if you could do it for long periods of time. And then we got snooker. Wait, playing pool burns 216 calories an hour. I'm guessing that's like the first sport. I don't know if you can consider it a sport, kind of like a leisure sport, but it's the lowest on this list. So let's see what the other sports give. Weightlifting burns 224 calories an hour. Okay, that's just moderate weightlifting. And then bowling does 224 calories an hour. I love bowling. I literally do it all the time. If it burned more calories, I would do it every day, but kind of low on the list. I'm not gonna lie. Then we got frisbee. Okay, I'm not really sure how frisbee works. I've always just thrown it and never really like counted score. But if you're playing ultimate frisbee, you burn 224 calories an hour. Then we got volleyball up next. For some reason, 224 for that one too. I feel like volleyball is way more intensive. And then power yoga. How is power yoga gonna be above volleyball? Really? Yoga really burns that many calories? Okay. All right, I didn't know that. I didn't know yoga did that much. Then next up, we got planking, which does 240 calories an hour. That's something you could do in your house. If you're trying to burn calories and you got nothing around you, just go on the floor and start planking. You know, you're gonna burn way more calories than sitting down at your chair. Next up, we got surfing, which kind of makes sense. I guess you're just in the water. And then we got archery. So I'm guessing like pulling back the bow and you know, using your muscles to like shoot the target. I don't know. It's pretty low on the list here. Hang gliding at 260. It's kind of the same as archery. I don't really do hang gliding that much, to be honest. And then we got cricket. That's the next sport on here, and that's like actually a sport. So the fact that it only burns 272 kind of surprises me, to be honest. I kind of wonder where basketball is on this list. Okay, battle ropes. What is that? A female participant burned 45 calories in 4 minutes. That's insane. I've never played battle ropes. I kind of want to learn though. And then next up, we got gymnastics at almost 300 calories an hour. And then horseback riding, which is the same at 298. Okay, all 3 of these are 298. What? Hatha yoga? Wait, Tai Chi? Why does all these burn 298 calories an hour? Are they all just like the same motions? You may not realize just how many calories those slow, graceful movements will shed. I've never done Tai Chi in my life, so I would have no idea. Then we got crunches. Okay, crunches, we finally hit the big 300. And then sailing. Wait, what? Sailing works your shoulders and back muscles, as well as your arms, chest, core, and your legs. What? I thought you just sit on a sailboat. I guess pulling the flag, but I didn't think it would be more than all these. All right, then we got canoeing. That makes sense. You're kind of using the paddle to go back and forth. And then going on the elliptical. The elliptical burns 322 calories an hour. I actually didn't know that. That's crazy that that's way more than just walking. But that's just at a slow speed. Then we got badminton. Okay, next sport. Nobody really plays it, to be honest. And then ping pong. I love ping pong, but it doesn't burn too many calories an hour. That's probably because the table is so small and you don't really have much room to move at. Snowboarding's up next, and then volleyball competitive. So this is different than casual volleyball because this is actually competitive volleyball. I've never really played competitive volleyball. Like I've played with my friends and we take it seriously, but to be honest, it's not really competitive. We never got into any tournaments or or anything. Then after that, we got kayaking, which for some reason I thought would be kind of the same as canoeing, but I guess you're pulling your own weight. And then skateboarding. See, skateboarding, like, I would love to do. I just have no idea how to ride a skateboard. The next two we have are fencing and trampolining. Okay, trampolining for some reason I thought would be way higher on this list because you're literally just out of breath the entire time. You're jumping up and down 24/7. And then fencing, I mean, I guess I could believe that. I've never fenced in my life, to be honest. After that, we got aerobic dance. So this is why your mom goes to dance class every weekend. She's losing those calories. And then ballroom dancing. Kind of the same thing, to be honest. Golf and press-ups are both right above 400. I thought golf would be way more than 410 an hour. Like, the power it takes to do those swings, and especially if you don't have a golf cart and you gotta walk all around the course, like, that's gotta be burning way more. But most people use a golf cart. So I'm not really sure how much different press-ups are than push-ups, but I guess that burns a lot. And then competitive fencing is right after with 446. Skiing downhill burns you more calories than regular skiing. Is that real? Do you have to use more of your muscles to like control the speed? Maybe that's why. I don't know. Then we got wrestling, which is pretty low in my opinion. I feel like that would have been way higher. Hiking burns 446, so going uphill and downhill, guess that changes you. And then the stair machine does 452. A lot of people actually do this for cardio, so this is a pretty good workout. But we're about to see the better stuff you can do. Baseball, that's the next sport on here, 460. Okay, I can believe that. Jumping jacks, 480. So you can do jumping jacks and burn more calories than a baseball player. Cross country skiing. There's still more skis on here? Since when? Okay, ice skating at 520. How is ice skating above jumping jacks and baseball? What? I would have never believed that. Squash. Apparently that's a sport. I've never played it in my life. And then tennis. Wait, wasn't tennis lower on the list? Oh, that was the non-competitive. So this is like actually competitive tennis. That makes sense. Then we got scuba diving. I'm guessing since you're in the water, like, you know, you're gonna burn a lot. Stationary bike. 520 calories an hour if you're using that. There's a lot at my gym and I see people use them all the time. I even used to use them when I just didn't want to walk on the treadmill or run. Rowing machine, that does the same amount, 520. And then squats does 528. Since when do squats do that much? Okay, after squats, we got soccer. I would guess that that burns a lot. Yeah, soccer is pretty intensive. Road cycling right after. I'm guessing that's just a little different than the stationary bike because you're going uphill. Basketball. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Almost 600 calories an hour when you're playing basketball. That's pretty good. I feel like I could play basketball for like 2 hours and not even feel like any time went by. So not too bad. Then we got running. Of course, it's going to be up there. And then football. They're all kind of the same. Basketball, running, football, and hockey all do 596. Same with backstrokes. Okay, so swimming in a backstroke does the same thing. But wait, if you want to do yourself one better, do pull-ups. 597. It's 1 calorie more per hour. Yeah, pull-ups are hard though. I feel like I couldn't do that for an hour. Then we got rock climbing. I could do that for an hour, probably. Burn 600 calories just like that. Easy. Rugby's up next. Okay, yeah, makes sense. There's a lot of running in there. Mountain biking, which for some reason I thought would be way higher. Mountain biking seems impossible because you're just going uphill the entire time on a bike. Then we got boxing. That stuff tires you out. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Competitive football does the same as boxing, and then same with vigorous elliptical. So you can go vigorous on this thing and burn the same amount as a football player. Next up, we got track cycling, which is insane. I could never do that. I could never be one of those people. Martial arts does 744 an hour, and jump roping does 744. Wait, really? I need to start jump roping. What am I doing walking on the treadmill when I could just be jump roping for an hour? Breaststroke does the same amount as jump roping, and then water polo is 744. That's literally just like playing a sport but underwater. So you got like a lot more tension and like stuff to break through. Does that make sense? I don't know. Then we got skydiving. Wait, since when does skydiving burn that much? You're telling me skydiving burns more than doing jumping jacks? Taekwondo 752, and then rowing at 800. Yo, are we gonna hit 1,000 in this video? Is there anything that can actually burn 1,000 calories an hour? Skateboarding vigorously. Okay, vigorously skateboarding does 800, and then rock climbing does 818. I gotta start rock climbing, man. I gotta lose weight. Actually, I don't need to lose weight, but like if I ever need to. Then we got butterfly swimming, bicycling above 15 miles an hour, so you gotta hit that certain limit to get 844. Bicycling from 16 to 19 miles an hour gives you 892, and then handball also gives you 892. And the final thing that burns the most calories is running 10 miles an hour or more on a treadmill. That burns 1,228 calories an hour. So the best thing you could do is run on a treadmill at full sprint, and that's the fastest way to lose weight. Let me know if this surprised you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these things on the list I would have thought would have been mismatched. Maybe I gotta try some of these things out. I didn't know jump roping did that much for you, but obviously running is the best way to lose calories. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like if you want to see more reactions like this. Let's go for 10,000 likes and I'll do another. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at CashOnYT. I'm really trying to get my followers up there, please. And also don't forget to subscribe because we're really trying to hit 1 million subs. If you want to watch another vid, click one on your screen here. I promise you'll like them. YouTube always recommends the best videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.